A revenge-seeking gold digger teams up with a Hollywood divorce lawyer, and as time passes, they can't keep their hands off each other's assets. George Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones star in the movie Intolerable Cruelty on ITV2 now, and it's on ITV2+1 in an hour.
Well, she's been a mother, a queen, and the woman behind Bond. Oscar winner Dame Judi Dench makes it an all-star lineup for the Alan Titchmarsh Christmas show in an hour after a 60-minute makeover.
Roger Daltrey of The Who guest stars, as now Peter Davison is wanted and dangerous here on ITV1 with a brand new series of The Last Detective.
Make Your Play is later at 1:10. Before that, a rookie FBI agent is on the trail of a psychopath. Expect strong language and scenes of violence in Silence of the Lambs. Hell hath no fury like Marco Pierre White with 10 celebrity would-be chefs. Brace yourselves for the new series of Hell's Kitchen. That's in half an hour on ITV1. 10 celebrities who really don't want to get on the wrong side of chef legend Marco Pierre White. If you can't stand the heat, check out the new series of Hell's Kitchen. That's tonight at 9.
There's a change tomorrow as Sir Trevor McDonald talks to Faye Turney. That's a Tonight special, tomorrow at 8. Now it's the news with Geraint Vincent. Now on ITV1, murder and a very long list of suspects. With scenes of violence from the outset, it's a brand new, one-off episode of Taggart. Good morning. If, like me, you've been snuffering and sniffling with hay fever, Dr. Chris has some great tips. Plus, there's also Colleen Nolan. That's this morning from 10:30 on ITV1. But now, the best of Jenna Mikhail. So we're back on Coronation Street in half an hour. First on ITV1, in a change to the advertised programme, Mary Nightingale investigates the story behind today's news and Britain's biggest bomb plot.
Ferrari will be targeting victory in tomorrow's Italian Grand Prix, and there's a chance to see the highlights of the battle for pole position. That's in 15 minutes here on ITV1 after the news.
Join the Girls Aloud party at 8:40 tonight. Before that, millions of us tuned in as 180,000 people queued for auditions. 18 weeks, 3 final acts, 1 big final. It's the X Factor.
Will the lads manage to sow their wild oats before the prom? Our movie tonight is American Pie, coming up at 9, right after The Planet's Funniest Animals.
Poor Dawn, all she's waiting for is Mr. Right to come along and sweep her off her feet. But for the time being, she'll have to make do with Danny and Scott. It's 2 Emmerdales back-to-back here on ITV2.
Our ITV2 movie now from the kings of gross-out comedy, the Farrelly brothers, with Jim Carrey and Renée Zellweger. Me, myself, and Irene.
If you missed all the goings-on in Emmerdale this week, particularly the battle that's raging over the emerging quilt market in the Dales, then you can see it all again at 12:50 here on ITV2, where now there's another chance to see the final of America's Got Talent.
What would you do if all your precious possessions had been mangled in baggage handling? Airline USA is here at 5:15 after Sally Jesse Raphael on ITV2.
I like to dabble in the kitchen, but the last person I'd want at my table is Gordon Ramsay. Expect his usual no-nonsense and sharp tongue tonight at 7 in Hell's Kitchen USA. Now queue jumping in Airline. Extra Factor, the winner's stories on tonight at 9. See the very first audition, through to the final, and then the race for Christmas #1. Before that, though, all the week's action from Emmerdale, like Joe's plans and those dingles. Enjoy. Turtle fetches girls and provisions but gets caught out by the law in Entourage at 11 tonight. But first, blogging away on the Upper East Side, it's Gossip Girl. Cameras catch the mishaps at 10 in life's funniest moments, but first, 35 minutes of the stuff you'd love your pet to be able to do in the planet's funniest animals.
So Dracula and that are on the way with Van Helsing at 11:15. But right now, you're going to want to tell me all about Joey's big adventure. Get on Facebook or on Twitter. Your hashtag is Essex. With strong language, it's the only way.
ITV2 likes to keep you up to speed on the X Factor if your social life gets in the way. There's a double from 5:50, but now it's life's funniest moments. You're with ITV2, and now this lady is not taking any nonsense whatsoever. It's Judge Judy.
Sarah's been assigned a superhero sidekick with behavioural problems in No Heroics at 10:30. But right now, Belle better hope that she has a very understanding boyfriend. With scenes of a sexual nature and some strong language, it's Secret Diary of a Call Girl. Now on ITV2, Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster both star in Oscar-winning performances in the film that disturbed most of us for life. With very strong language and scenes of violence, it's The Silence of the Lambs.
How do you prosecute a suspected murderer when there's no body and very little evidence? The UK premiere of Law & Order Trial by Jury is tonight at 9 here on ITV3. And now, it's Kojak. Over on ITV1 now, as the deadly virus moves ever closer to Britain, tonight with Trevor McDonald quizzes the experts about bird flu. Here on ITV3, Hannay. An abandoned lorry, 5 dead bodies and a man on the run all add up to a mystery for Jack Shepherd as Wycliffe. That's in an hour's time. First on ITV3, Quincy. A relaxing holiday in Cornwall turns into a complex murder investigation for Agatha Christie's Poirot. That's at 8. First, new to ITV3, Due South. Tomorrow at 10, as part of Girls' Night on ITV3, Caroline Katz stars in Murder in Suburbia. But back to tonight, and a change to the advertised episode of Ruth Rendell's Inspector Wexford.
If you've enjoyed Two Ronnie's Day on ITV3, please stay with us for an eventful family day out by the sea at 9. And it's the picnic at 10. But here they are again. Ronnie's Corbett and Barker.
Olympic swimmer Sharon Davis is the guest judge on the Daily Cooks Challenge. That's at 4:05 after Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman with Jane Seymour.
Edgy crime drama now with graphic violence. It's Wanted. Jean-Claude Van Damme tangles with sadistic hunters at 10 in Hard Target. But if you're looking for real hard targets, try these boys. Rebecca's in the firing line as she suspects a ruthless killer to be an expert psychological profiler. The Inside is tonight at 9.
There's $100,000 up for grabs in the Hollywood leg of the World Poker Tour in half an hour. That's after Mad Illusions from Mindfree Chris Angel. The Vietnam War sets the scene for cult director John Woo's thriller Bullet in the Head at 1:05. Now though, Alec Baldwin stars in fantasy thriller The Shadow.
The King of Cool stars as an American gunboat crew set off on a dangerous rescue mission at 10 tonight here on ITV4 in the Sand Pebbles. And Steve McQueen night starts right now with a look back at his life story, the essence of cool.
Coming up at 6:30, Jim Rosenthal is joined by rugby legend Martin Johnson. But first, a look back at the qualifying stages for this month's tournament. It's road to the Rugby World Cup.
Will Theo repeat the magic in Europe? Find out as Arsenal travel to Istanbul for a tough clash with Fenerbahce in UEFA Champions League Live here on ITV4 in just an hour. That's after we look ahead to all of tonight's games in Champions League Tuesday.
Looking ahead to tonight at 12:15, the Clint Eastwood season continues with Coogan's Bluff. We're staying with the man himself now, though, as he directs and stars as a mysterious gun-toting preacher who rides into a town beset by trouble. It's the first of tonight's films, Pale Rider. Coming up in half an hour, Gregory Peck stars in the World War II film MacArthur. First up, though, it's Third Rock from the Sun.
More light-fingered criminals are caught in the act at 9 tonight in Thieves Caught on Tape. Now though, it's Police Stop. This programme contains flashing lights from the outset.